Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Senate asks federal government to give low earners food stamps. TETFund to establish 24 skills centers. Fed Govt reiterate preference for concrete-paved roads. NAKSS holds finale of debate Oratory contest in Ilorin. Aree-elect pledges to transform Iree into tourism hub of Nigeria. CBN plans tough sanctions for banks. Fagbemi tells judges National Assembly to reject attempt to frustrate government. Representatives order probe as unidentified disease kills 30 in Gombe. NLC suspends nationwide protest, issues March 13 ultimatum to federal government. NiMet UK firm partner on service delivery. Now the news in details. The Senate on Tuesday asked the federal government to distribute stamps to poor Nigerians as part of the measures to cushion the current economic hardship in the country. A food stamp is a piece of paper given by the government to people on low income, which they can exchange for food. The Senate urged the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to liaise with development partners and other relevant stakeholders, especially the Lagos Food Bank Initiative, which introduced temporary food assistance program few years ago. The federal government, through the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, has disclosed that it will establish over 24 skills and innovation centers across the country. Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, stated this in Abuja when he paid courtesy visit to Innovate Hub, along with critical stakeholders, including the Executive Secretary of TETFund, Soni Ekono. The federal government yesterday reiterated its preference for concrete-paved roads to solve the problems of road failures encountered in road infrastructure development. Works Minister David Umahi confirmed that this was the rationale behind the innovative technology being embraced as a policy priority of the Federal Ministry of Works, with the full support of President Bola Tinubu, who had authorized the immediate implementation of the technology in some ongoing projects. The National Association of Choir State Students, National Headquarters, on Wednesday holds the grand finale of the debate Oratory contest for choir state students across all tertiary institutions. The contestants argued excellently on the topic, addressing the valuation of Naira for accelerated economic development in Nigeria. Speaking with Justeventonline TV shortly after the contest, President of NAKSS, Comrade Abdulwahab Abibullah Arewa, said the program is aimed to encourage the students to do more in their academic pursuits and also to ensure that the public speakers among them become a better version of themselves. He reiterated the association's commitment to ensure safety and refereeism of the students at all levels, while appreciating Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdul Razak for providing an enabling environment for students to thrive.
We organized this program to actually encourage our students, especially the Kwara State students, who have the prowess of writing something to encourage them not to do more, and also to improve people who are public speaker to become better version of themselves. And as you can see at the events, the people that made it to the final phase are people that we can say they are of high caliber and are a good orators.
The guest lecturer and special assistant to Governor on Community Development, Dr. Lawal Olongbebe, commended the organizers of the program for their initiative, stressing that the future of Nigerian youth is great.
One, I have to commend the organizers of the event for actually coming up with a topical issue, and not just a topical, it's actually timely and it is required. Now, that's one of the things we should be discussing now in Nigeria to forge ahead. There are so many challenges out there, and one of which, the major one, is actually about our economy. So with this topic and with the way it's been handled, especially by the debaters and every other person talking there, I think it's we are going actually the right way.
While reacting, the winner of the contest, Olayinka Oluwatosin Isaac from the University of Ibadan, expressed happiness over his victory. He commended the organizers for the opportunity given to showcase his talent.
Feel very surprised because I did not think that it was possible, but now that it has come to life, I'm very, very happy. And I represent my school, University of Ibadan, and I'm glad that they will be proud of me, because we say one thing in UI, that if it is from UI, it is the best. I want to thank the organizer for giving me an audience first, and also give me the opportunity to speak as a public speaker. One thing that you need, because you cannot be a public speaker without the audience, so you need an audience, you need a stage. And also for this prize, I also want to thank them because it is a lot, and I think it will be useful for me in my education and public speaking journey. Thank you.
The event had in attendance of the Commissioner of Education and Human Capital Development, Aja Sadatu Modibo, Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Dr. Mary Iree, Assistant Student Affairs to Kwara Governor, Salami Wasiu Onidugbe, among others. The Aree of Aree-elect in Gombe local government area of Osun State, Prince Ibrahim Muritala Oyelakin, has promised to be a servant leader, now transform Iree into an enviable age among communities in Osun State. Speaking with the newsmen at his private residence in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, on Tuesday, Aree-elect said his focus is to achieve rapid development in that town. The traditional ruler-elect called on the three chairs of government to support the transformation of the ancient town through revamping the moribund facilities of both state and federal government. He therefore called for unity and support among other sons and daughters of the community, saying his primary duty would be to unite and transform that town. The governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Kadoso, has vowed to pursue an aggressive regulatory environment to reduce infractions in the country's banking system. He said this on Tuesday in Abuja at the Monetary Policy Committee meeting of the Apex Bank. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, son, has urged the judiciary and the legislative to reject attempts to frustrate the government. He added that the court should reject attempts by private individuals to disrupt government procurement procedures using baseless injunctions. House of Representatives has called on the federal government to investigate and curtail the spread of an unidentified disease that has killed some persons in the Nafada local government area of Gombe State. The House asked the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare to urgently deploy its personnel to verify the nature of that disease. It also asked the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, to put up surveillance measures to contain the spread of the disease and ensure adequate treatment was extended to affected persons. The Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, said it has suspended its national protest following the success of its first outing. NLC said it had achieved almost all the objectives of the protest. However, there is no need for continuing to protest on the slated second day. According to the statement signed by its president, Joe Ajero, and acting general secretary, Comrade Ismail Bello, the Congress said the decision is to suspend the protest was reached at the National Executive Council meeting of the Congress. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has signed a memorandum of understanding with Verizon Limited, a United Kingdom-based weather and climate services consultancy, to partner in key areas that will lead to improved service delivery by the agency. Speaking at the MOU signing on Tuesday, the NiMet Director General, Professor Charles Anosike, said the partnership will further strengthen the agency's commitment to providing world-class weather and climate information services to Nigerians and the various industry sectors that it serves. We have come to the end of the news at 9. Here's a recap of the story. Senate asked Fed Govt to give low earners food stamps. TETFund to establish 24 skills centers. Fed Govt reiterated preference for concrete-paved roads. NAKSS holds grand finale of the bid oratory contest in Ilorin. Aree-elect pledges to transform Iree into tourism hub of Nigeria. CBN plans tough sanctions for banks. Fagbemi tells judges National Assembly to reject attempt to frustrate government. Representatives order probe as unidentified disease kills 30 in Gombe. NLC suspend nationwide protest, issues March 13 ultimatum to federal government. NiMet UK firm partner on service delivery. Thank you for watching Justeventonline news. Remember, what is worth doing is worth doing well. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email at justeventonline@gmail.com. I am an infant Ismail. Good night.